Hello my dear students, I hope you all are fine. Today in this video, we were going to continue our chapter which is motion and time. It's included in physics. Before starting the part 2 or before starting the new topic, let me recall what we understood in the last video. In the last video, we understood the table of content, definition of what is rest and motion. So what is rest? Rest means if any object does not change its position with respect to its surrounding and time. So it is said to be in rest. Suppose imagine that you are sitting in the classroom, okay, and suppose the teacher is teaching you. So at that time, according to your teacher, you are sitting and listening it carefully. You are not moving from one place to another place. So according to the surrounding and according to the time, I or your teacher can be said that you are in the rest position. Now moving to your side, according to you, your teacher, that fan inside the classroom is continuously changing its position with respect to the surrounding and time. So at that time you can say that your fan as well as your teacher is in motion. So basically motion means if any object or any body changes its position with respect to its surrounding and time, then it is said to be in motion. Now various types of motion are there. Now not all are performing the same kind of motion. So based on that they are classified into various types of motion like rectilinear, curvilinear, circular, rotational, periodic, oscillatory, etc. Okay, let's take a short glance. Firstly, I will start with the rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion means any object or any body moves in a straight line. Suppose when you switch on the bulb, at that time you see that the rays comes out from the bulbs. They directly comes in a straight line. So it is said to be in a rectilinear motion. Or should I say a car is moving on a highway. So at that time it is said to be in a rectilinear motion. Suppose a free falling object, so it is not moving like in a zigzag manner. They are directly moving in a straight line. So it is said to be in a rectilinear motion. Next one is curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion means any object or body moves in a curved path. So it is said to be in a curvilinear motion. For example, in the mountain region, the roads are quite curved. So at that time your car is continuously moving on a curved path. So it is said to be in a curvilinear motion. Another example, suppose if you are playing the catching the ball game. So at that time, if you throw the balls, you might observe that it is not following the straight path. It is moving in a curved path and reach to your friend. Once again that friend is going to throw that ball. So at that time you observe that it moves a curve or it follows a curve path. So it is said to be in a curvilinear motion. Third one is circular motion. Circular motion means if any object following the circular path, it is said to be in circular motion. Example, merry-go-round, your ceiling fan, wheel of any car, bike or cycle. So they are in a circular motion. Now rotational motion. Rotational motion means if body or an object is moves in circular path without changing its axis or changing its side. So it is said to be in a rotational motion. For example, you know that without changing the axis, the earth is continuously following the rotation or following the circular motion. So it is said to be in a rotational motion. Next one is periodic motion. Periodic motion means any object is following the action repetition or anybody is repeating the action whatever they done in a fixed interval time, so it is said to be in a periodic motion. While running, you observe that your hands are continuously changing from right to left, left to right in a fixed time interval. So it is said to be in a periodic motion. Your hands are said to be in a periodic motion. In a march past, the same thing is applicable. And inside the watch also, all the second hand, then minute hand and hour hand, they are changing or repeating their action in a fixed time interval, whether it is 60 seconds or 1 second or 60 minutes. Okay, so they are considered as a period, as in periodic motion. Moving to the next is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means any body is performing the back and forth movement. It is said to be in an oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means suppose you are sitting on the swing and enjoying the swinging movement. So in that you know that it is continuously doing the back and forth and back and forth. So such kind of motion is said to be oscillatory motion. So this is about the types of motion that we understood. Now we will going to continue our chapter with a new topic, which is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So firstly, I will going to show you a small video, and after that we'll going to understand what is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. So let's see. See, a body is said to be in a uniform motion if it travels equal distance in equal interval of time. While if you see that in the car, sometimes it's getting slower speed and sometimes it's getting higher. Means travel a distance in a not traveling equal distance in equal interval of time is said to be non-uniform. Now let's take example. A car is moving from 0 meter distance to 16 meter. So let's define it in detail. Starts from O to A. The time taken is 2 seconds to cover how much distance? 4 meter. Now another A to B, taking 2 second time and covering distance 8. Another taking 2 seconds and covering the distance is 12. C, and from C to D taking time is take 2 seconds and 16 meter distance covered. Now 4 minus 0 4, 8 minus 4 4, 12 minus 8 4, 16 minus 12 4. You see that every 2 second, in every 2 second it is covering 4 meter distance. So your car is performing uniform distance. So uniform motion means a body or a car is covering equal distance in given equal or fixed time interval is said to be in a uniform motion. Now, second example, let's take a car is further covering the distance starts from 0 to 16 meter and time taken to cover the distance is 8 seconds. Now let's start from O point to A point. It is taking 2 second time, okay, and covering distance 2 meter. Now from A to B in 2 second the car is covering 8 meter distance. From B to C, time is again same and distance covered by the car is 10 meter. And from C to D, time is same, distance covered by the car is 16. You see over here, time is constant, equal to 2 seconds, but the distance covered is different, 0, 2, 8, 10, 16. So you see over here that distance covered in a 2 seconds is not equal in all circumstances from O to A to B, B to C, C to D. So it is said to be in a non-uniform motion. I hope you understand by this. Now let's see the definition in detail and for further another examples. So uniform motion means motion of a body moving in a straight line covering equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, so time must be fixed or equal Okay, decided, and within that time if any object is performing or covering same distance, means it is said to be in a uniform motion. You might feel that, madam, it is not possible that any body is doing uniform motion, but yes, sometimes it's possible. For a while also it can be possible. Suppose imagine that you are moving from Baroda to Ahmedabad via express highway. So you start your journey at Baroda express highway, okay, and you are following the straight line. So at that time you observe that your car is covering equal. Suppose you are moving at a speed of 60, so you are continuously traveling at a 60 speed in a straight line throughout the journey. So at that time your car is covering the same distance in the same interval of time. So your car is said to be in a uniform motion. If you're still not getting it, then let me give you one another example. Movement of hands of a watch. You know that uh, after completion of every 60 seconds, your second hand comes at 12. So you know that after completion of every, means each second it is changing its position. In each second it is changing it, and at completion of 60 seconds it comes at its original position, that is at 12. So it is said to be in a uniform motion. Another example is rotation and revolution of Earth. After completion of every 24 hours, you can see that Earth is completing one rotation. At that time, the distance covered by your respected Earth or changing the position of the Earth in equal time is equal. Okay, so I can say that your Earth's rotation and revolution movement is said to be in a uniform motion. Next one is movement of blades on ceiling fan and free falling object. So these are the examples of uniform motion. Moving to the next is non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion means motion of a body moving in a straight line covering unequal distance in equal interval of time. Means suppose you are passing through any market region, okay, and at that time you find that sometimes you have to increase your speed, sometimes you have to stop your bike or car, sometimes you have to slower your speed. So likewise you observe that continuously your distance covered by your respected car or any vehicle is different. So time is fixed, but the covered distance covered by the car and vehicle is different. So it is said to be in a non-uniform motion. Another example, real life example of non-uniform motion are oscillation of a pendulum, a bus on its way through market, a bouncing ball, a horse running in a race, etc. Okay, these are some real life example of non-uniform motion. But still, if you know some another example of uniform motion and non-uniform motion, you can tell me into the comment section. Okay, I hope you understood the topic, that is uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Next time, I will going to cover one another topic, which is distance and displacement. But before that, let me tell you a small difference between the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Okay, firstly, it's a definition only that in uniform motion, time is equal and distance covered by the respected body is also equal. In non-uniform motion, though the time is same, but distance covered by respected body is not same. So it is said to be in non-uniform motion. Then next one is about its example, you can see. So like this way you can mention the difference between uniform and non-uniform motion. Okay, I hope you get it. Next time I will come with the new topic, that is distance and displacement. Till then, stay happy and have a nice day. If you still have any doubt regarding this two video lecture, starts from introduction to the second video, this uniform and non-uniform motion, you can ask me at any time into the comment section. I will definitely going to reply you. Till then, have a nice day and stay happy.